Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today on a Sunday morning for another webinar hosted by the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing on another qualification that is offered by SLIM. Of course, we wanted to have this as a physical event, but putting forward everyone's safety, we had to switch to virtual, but nevertheless, we could have this session going on today. So, as you know, the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing has been bringing to you a spectrum of highly recognized qualifications from different avenues in marketing for over 5 decades. And taking marketing beyond educational qualifications as an institution, SLIM is also known for the recognition of local brands at awards ceremonies and night events hosted by SLIM, such as the SLIM Nielsen People's Awards, the Effie Awards, and the SLIM Brand Excellence Awards hosted annually. So like I mentioned earlier, we will be talking to you about another qualification offered by SLIM, which is the Professional Certificate in Marketing, also known as PCM. PCM is a qualification designed for beginners in marketing, and SLIM believes that marketing is not only a potential career pathway, but also an essential part of your lifestyle. And this 3-month course will lead you to the postgraduate diploma in marketing, also offered by SLIM. And it's a qualification we've spoken about in one of our previous webinars that you could watch on YouTube. So I won't speak much about this. We have 3 speakers today and also representatives from SLIM to talk to you about PCM. So first I welcome Gayan Pereira to give the welcome address. Gayan is the Vice President for Events and Sustainability Projects at SLIM and has played different roles at SLIM since 2018 and is currently the Assistant General Manager for Marketing at Oral Corporation and completes 20 years of experience in this industry. Good morning, Gayan.
Hi, good morning. Thank you, Fatima, for that introduction. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, Gayan, you are audible.
Right. So, first of all, I think I want to mention that this particular program was supposed to be held physical. So I know, we all have set for a physical mode, but given the country situation and the circumstances, I think we had to shift this online. And it was very proactive by the Institute to identify it upfront and organize it online. So I want to thank the Institute also, because we need to move forward. We can't hinder our programs due to the various circumstances in the country. So with that note, I want to thank each and everyone for the understanding and yet your interest on marketing profession, so that you logged here for this program. So thank you very much. And I want to start with that note. And I would like to, on behalf of the Institute, I would like to welcome all of you for this open day. And I'm sure the 2 speakers after me will give you an in-depth understanding about marketing. So I will not spend more time there, but I would want to highlight few facts here. So let me also welcome Mr. Gowshik Sathiyasiva, who is the Head of Marketing and Communications at Pickme, that is Digital Mobility Solutions Lanka Private Limited. And then Mr. Sampath Vijayasinghe, who's again a senior lecturer of SLIM. And I'm sure both of you will give a lot of ideas and exposure about the marketing profession. So I'm sure I'm also eager to listen to it, and I'm sure the audience will also would be interested in the facts shared there. So with that note, I presume that we have 3 types of audiences here. So the audience type number 1, I'm sure we had the advanced level examinations recently, and I'm sure there are a lot of freshers, school leavers, who would have joined here, who would have some sort of an interest about marketing. Maybe they had done commerce in their advanced level study stream, or maybe some of the friends would have influenced them. Okay, I'm doing marketing, so why not you? So maybe that network has also influenced you to join. to learn about marketing. So that audience, I believe, we must be having here. And also we must be having here members or people who are already in marketing, who are already employed in a marketing job, but would want to know the theoretical aspects and maybe to get a qualification in marketing. And thirdly, I'm sure we also have non-marketers who are interested to learn about marketing, maybe in their job. Marketing is also a part of it. So as an additional qualification or for knowledge sake, they must be interested in knowing what marketing is all about. So I would like to welcome all these three audiences and also to congratulate them. One thing is for their interest in marketing, because marketing is a very promising career. I'm sure the two speakers after me will also add to that. It's a very aspiring career, very dynamic career. So things change very rapidly because this profession will have to deal with the market environment or the business environment very closely and have to be very agile in doing the job. So very dynamic role, not a stagnant thing, and also very interesting. So I'm sure you will find this profession very interesting with all these facts in mind. And the next thing is selecting SLIM to learn about marketing. So next thing is that. So you have found the right place. You have come to the right place, which is the national body. Our company also gave an introduction to the institute. So we are now 52 years in existence. And I'm sure you would have seen in the recent past the amount of national level activities that we have done for the country, which we are continuing. And we are, of course, with the pandemic, we did 2 national campaigns for the country. That is Restart Sri Lanka and Future Ready Sri Lanka. Future Ready Sri Lanka is a more broader perspective, which will evolve every year, and the institute will work towards that in making this country future-proof for any challenge and to sustain and grow. So with that note, let me talk a little bit about PCM. So I'm happy that me too, back in 2002, started my career. Started learning marketing, and I also did, like some of you, joined PCM. I was a school leaver, and I was also evaluating multiple professions. But I'm originally coming from a maths background, so I thought I couldn't make it for the university. I was also looking into then management as another option because I couldn't go for engineering. So at that time I was looking at management. Am I going to do general management or maybe accountancy or HR or marketing? But then for some reason, marketing was one option that I selected. I never had an early intention, but then gradually I thought I should try this. And I did PCM, and believe me, PCM gave me a lot of the lecture panel. I want to thank the lecture panel at that time, who basically convinced me that marketing should be my career. So these 3 months of learning gave me immense ideas. The concept of marketing was grasped and further led me to do my marketing education at the institute. So I'm sure you will also, after listening to this program today, maybe by completing PCM, you will also have your passion and aspiration to complete your marketing studies with SIM and even to continue further education in marketing. So for anything, you need to have the right foundation. So for marketing, the right foundation is PCM. So I can proudly tell that because my foundation was also PCM over these 20 years. I think that foundation helped me to go lift myself step by step in the marketing career ladder. So I'm sure the guest speaker and our lecturer will also enlighten you in that area because they're well experienced. So with that note, I think I will not spend more time because the speakers have much to say about. So while thanking them again for accepting this invitation, so under the changing circumstances, so I'm happy that this program we could conduct even in a virtual mode. So I would request all the participants to get the maximum out of this program. Any clarification? I think there is a presentation at the end by the Slim Business School, by the manager. So you can clarify with them any doubt areas you have. And I wish every one of you successful education tenure with Slim, and also for some of you who are starting your careers, may it be a great success in the marketing sphere. So with that note, I would like to end my speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gayan, for those insights onto the program and why Slim is the right choice for everyone who is watching us today. Next, we have our guest speaker, Gowshik Sathiyasiva, who is the head of marketing and communications at Pickme. And previously, Gowshik had headed the brand strategies at Airtel, Domino's Pizza, and LB Finance as well, very popularly known brands. And he has been a great leader in recovering Pickme through the pandemic to bring it to where it is today. Good morning, Gowshik, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Good morning, guys. Hope you guys can hear me and see me as well. Right. I'll start. You can hear me, right?
Yes, Gowshik, we can hear you.
Right. Fantastic. Good morning, all. Good morning. Good morning. Right. So nice to see you guys. Would have preferred if it was like a physical event so that we can see each other eye to eye, and of course, answer a few questions and go about the Sunday morning. But this is where we are today. But I'm glad that Slim at least organized this online to ensure that they go ahead with the plan regardless of the situation the country has thrown at them. So I'll just start off with why I chose marketing and how my career has evolved to 19 to today, and how I think following Slim for a while, how I think Slim has been positioning its students to take on the marketing world in Sri Lanka, and how where it's going to go. It's going to do those three things. When I was about 17, 18 years old, finishing up my A-levels, basically, I did not have a huge career plan, but when I wanted to come into the business world, yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Really sorry, but if you are comfortable, could you please switch on your camera so that everyone here can see you?
I thought my camera was on. You guys can't see
You're
me,
not visible, Gowshik. If it's an internet issue, that's perfectly understandable. But if not, we'd love to see you.
Yeah, I would like to show my face as well. But this thing is on from my end. Just give me a minute. Can I log out and come back in if you don't mind?
Sure, definitely.
Can you guys see me now? Okay.
You're audible, but not yet visible, Gowshik.
The camera is on. My camera settings are fine. So shall we just continue if you don't mind? I try to do it multiple times already.
That's okay, Gowshik. I think we can proceed with the camera switched off, and hopefully we'll be able to have you physically next time so that we do not have to face these difficulties. Thank you.
Yeah, I was sorry, man. I don't know why this is though. Try to do it. From my end, the camera shows it's on. Shows that it's on. I don't know whether it's a tech issue. Yeah, we just continue.
Hey, Gowshik, can you hear me?
I can. No, it's a tech issue, man. There's something wrong with the app.
You're still not visible, but that's perfectly all right, Gowshik. Let's continue.
Yeah, I tried to do whatever I could. Like
That's perfectly all right. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. We can continue.
Right. So I just go back to how I started. So I want to cover three things: how I started and how my career evolved in marketing, and where I think focuses or positions itself for the future marketing leaders in the country, and where the marketing field in Sri Lanka is going to move on to. That we are trying to cover. So as I earlier said, during my A-level days, when I wanted to start my career and move my career into an area, I chose marketing because it suited my character. It had to be with people who are a bit outgoing, people who want to take some challenges on, etc. But what actually made me choose marketing was from the get-go, one of my lecturers told me is that from the get-go, you will be exposed to the CEOs and the directors of the companies. Uh, uh, like correctly how they mentioned, so my A-level lecturer basically, how they mentioned from my first get-go, I started my career in advertising. My first meeting was with the country director of GSK, that's GlaxoSmithKline, who they were handling Horlicks, Viva, Panadol, Iodex, etc. at that time. So because of this career of for the selection in marketing, we were able to get more closer. But it made me understand was they viewed marketing as an entirely different area, and an area that was very much important to keep the engine running or the wheels turning of the business with the entirely fierce market as well. But when we started talking to them, but actually from my age of 19, what I realized was they approach marketing as more of a strategic area as well. Yeah, it's the right next to the CEO, but not as a support function as it has become today. So that actually made me want to stay in marketing, learn about marketing more. And of course, I was exposed to certain regional training in marketing as well in India, etc. So in the at the current situation, I think from a student's point of view, when you choose marketing subject, you are choosing the correct area to catapult your career to become a CEO or a director in a company by at least by 32, 33. If you follow that passion bit more fiercely. Marketing not now marketing not only allows you to become a marketing head, but of course a company director into a CEO of a multinational company. That's the advantage marketing is actually giving you too. So in that context, when you look at where marketing is positioned in Sri Lanka currently, it's a where marketing is looked at as more of like a creative area where the marketing team is just coming up with campaigns, artworks basically, or campaigns just to help support the businesses to perform, or it's like a support function. Like the finance people will kill me for saying this, but something like finance, basically, just to help the market, help the company move. But I think this is where Slim has correctly positioned itself for in its all of its courses. If you look at all of Slim's courses, or even the Slim PCM, Slim being a local partner who have understood this problem of marketers or the marketing departments becoming redundant, is that Slim has started positioning its courses to make the future marketers bulletproof. In other words, that is equipping and giving the marketing future marketing leader, that is the students of this course, enough and more artillery to go on to the world that is today and revolutionize the marketing industry as what it should be in the future. So I've spoken to a few people at Slim, and we have had networking sessions, etc. And what we have understood, and why I want to come and talk to you all also, is to appreciate you guys choosing Slim, because Slim has correctly understood this gap, and all of its courses and the lecture panel, etc., are helping you to be able to be ready for the Sri Lankan marketing industry. I will tell you about the marketing industry, how they are positioning, etc. But this is where Slim is helping you. And if I would to give you a bit of advice, is that whilst you are doing your A-levels, whilst you are even after A-levels, you are working, or just continue with these courses until you actually finish the postgraduate levels in the future. Because this course is going to evolve, and they're changing their marketing studies, study material, etc., to suit the current situation, which will help you to equip with the knowledge to start performing at like an executive, managerial, director kind of levels. Only with that, the education, the academic side of things, and your professional life as well. So both of these coming hand in hand together will start helping you to perform at what you want. So the third one is that where the Sri Lankan marketing industry is going. See, in Sri Lanka, I'm also part of the movement of changing this marketing from an artwork related culture to more of a different positioning strategy, positioning marketing itself. It's very ironic, but what we are trying to do, guys, is bring marketing right next to the CEO. Basically, make it right next to the CEO. That is, in Sri Lanka or in globally, right? Correctly after the COVID pandemics and back-to-back pandemics, etc., where the market was ready for the next step. That is the fourth or fifth revolution or digital revolution in the market, right? So where we are currently is in the next evolution. Okay, so COVID pandemic has made all of our brands take the great digital pivot. I'm sure you guys are aware of it. It has taken us there. In that great digital pivot, the brands who have followed traditional marketing methods such as smart words, these campaigns and all of that have gotten lost, right? They are losing market share. If you take even today this Zoom and this meeting, Microsoft Teams, etc., were not there earlier, but we are connecting through that now. It has become part and parcel of our lives. If you see, these products are not advertised before, these products are not advertising now, but these are gaining market share on two things, guys. That is insights and experience. If in today's world, if you can provide a superior splendid experience to your customer or stakeholder, basically, you will be able to become the #1 brand in your category. I just repeat myself. If you can focus on giving superior experience to your stakeholder, you can become the #1 brand in your category. And these kind of crises and etc., where Sri Lanka has gone through from the day of the independence, we have seen it, and I deal with crises on a day-to-day basis. This is a bit of a bad situation, guys. But the only thing that I can tell you guys is that if you focus on getting your qualifications done and be ready, this is going to go away in about 6 months, 6 to 8 months. It's going to go away. When you equip yourself with your current current PCM, that's your SLIM, which focuses on giving you the knowledge to take on today's world of marketing, that is on experience, insights, and all of that. You guys can focus on this. When we come out of this crisis, you guys will be equipped with the best knowledge to take on the business post-economic crisis business world. I think that's all I wanted to say. That's about it from my end, guys. Thank you. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, Gowshik, I can hear you.
Yeah, that's about it from my end.
Thank you, Gowshik. Thank you very much for joining us today and sharing your knowledge and your experience about the industry. And I'm sure that your story inspired everyone, all the aspiring marketers who have joined us today. So thank you very much for joining us. And we regret that we couldn't have it physically, but anyways, virtual is still an alternative that we are comfortable with right now. So next we have a senior lecturer from SLIM, Sampath Vijay Singha. And Sampath is currently working as the general manager for Seascape Logistics and is the former marketing manager from INSEE Cement Lanka Limited. So Sampath is here to tell you more about how this qualification, professional certificate in marketing, works at SLIM. Good morning, Sampath, and thank you for joining us today.
Good morning, Fatima. Thank you very much for the opportunity. So hope I am visible and audible for you all nicely.
Absolutely.
Right, great. All right. Once again, so good morning to everybody. As Fatima explained, my name is Sampath Jaisingh, so I'm excited to join with you all today's session. Though we had planned to have it in a physical session, but anyway we are meeting. So world is changing and will be a lot of challenges in future, as Mr. Gowshik clearly explained. So guys, please don't miss any opportunity in your life, because now is a time for you all to do whatever you want to do, right? And especially thinking about your future. So I think as Mr. Gayan also mentioned, you all have done the correct selection by choosing Slim to start your marketing career. Yes, and there is a nice and eminent lecture panel here to give you the required knowledge and exposure into the subject areas in this the very first PCM subject areas what we are going to cover here. And basically, if we talk about a professional or other corporate leader or corporate person, there are three things or three areas which you need to focus on, guys. So which means basically experience what you have, and qualifications or other paper qualifications, and discipline. So those are the three things or three areas which you need to excel on if you want to be a professional in this corporate world. So world is very challenging, and as I mentioned before also, it's going to be challenging, but still, if you clearly understand what is your experience should be, and what type of qualification or qualifications you need to have, and what type of disciplines which you need to have in your life, that would definitely drive you or focus you into the area or into the place where you want to be. So I think I should take something out from Mr. Gowshik mentioned. He said superior experience to your stakeholders would definitely make you number one in this number one brand in your corporate life. So same way, if you can be a better brand or a person as a brand, definitely your stakeholders will be happy with you, and you will be like getting the place where you want to be. I mean, if you do well, sky's the limit. So yeah, experience, of course, what you gain from whatever or wherever you are doing things. So basically through your sixth sense, right, into your life in different levels. But when it comes to qualifications, so I'm sure that PCM would be or will be or definitely will be the clear path for you to start your marketing career. So in this 12 modules, what we are planning to cover during this course, we'll cover the marketing from the Stone Age and up to the digital marketing world, what we are talking at the moment. So all of you, even now with this, especially with this new normal, we all use digital platforms, digital items or equipments to get connected into marketing and all. So we'll be covering all these areas during these 12 modules, which is very important. And the most of these, not most, I would say, all the lecturers or resource panelists in this course, and especially at SLIM, mainly from corporate world, they have heaps of experiences and knowledge into marketing. Definitely, they are more than ready to share those experiences and knowledge with you guys. So always try to, be ready to get or rather grab this knowledge from these people, which is very important. And once again, I need to highlight, don't miss any opportunity in your life. During this period, be ready to participate all the classes physically or virtually, and don't miss even a minute whenever a person or resource person sharing their knowledge with you guys. I mean, during the lectures. So every minute would be very important for you guys. It's a very short period, guys. The time flies like nothing. So always pay your special attention, and you should know when to switch on and when to switch off, which means I know we all are busy with our, maybe personal lives, with our corporate or other job lives and everything. But this is a very clear investment for you guys for your future. So don't miss that opportunity. Always just keep all other headaches or other works and everything aside for 2 hours or 4 hours during the lectures. Please pay your 100% attention for the lectures and try to get the maximum out of it. So once again, this is a very good investment which you guys have selected to do. So get the maximum out of it. So that's from my side. So all the lecturers, including myself, we are so much excited to do our best and deliver our best to you guys, because we always happy to see our vision is to see you guys doing well in the market out there. So in different companies in the corporate world, we always love to have slim guys are doing well and performing really well. That's our vision. Once again, thank you very much for joining with the course, and so really happy to join with this session today. And thank you very much all the organizers at SLIM and our guest speaker today, Mr. Gowshik, also joining with us. Thank you very much and all the very best.
Thank you, Sampath, for giving us more insight into the program and representing the panel of lecturers, telling everybody here that it's really important to divide their time and giving them the motivation to do this program. Thank you very much for joining us. And finally, we have Pawan Hettiarachige, manager from SLIM Business School, to give you the program brief for PCM. Hello, Pawan, are you there with us?
Yeah, good morning, Fatima.
Good morning, Pawan, we can hear you. And over to you.
Thanks. So, good morning all. If I am to introduce myself, I am Pawan Hettiarachige, manager, SLIM Business School. So, before moving on to my presentations, I would like to give a brief introduction about the SLIM, the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, Sri Lanka Alivikarana Ayatana. This is a principal body which organizes many national events in Sri Lanka. So, you may heard about these events, SLIM Kanta People's Award, SLIM Band Excellence, FEs, and the Marketing Rocks, and also the SLIM is incorporated by an Act of Parliament in 1980. So, dear students, this is not just a tuition center. This is the national body of marketing in Sri Lanka, and currently we do have 17 prestigious education programs in our product portfolio, from certificate level and up to the master's qualification. So now today, we are in open the inauguration of the second intake of our PCM qualification, professional certificate in marketing, second intake for this year 2022. So this is the inauguration. So in my presentations, I will elaborate the more details about the syllabus and the registration process, and also the assessment criteria and other important data. So I urge from you all to listen to my presentation very carefully, and if anything to be clarified, so you all can contact the SLIM help desk at the given time. So we are here to support you all. So before moving to my presentation, so I would like to emphasize this statement by Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. So you all know that our country is in a big economic crisis at the moment. So this is the time that we all should provide our contribution, and that it's our responsibility to take our country into the next step. So today, you have taken a very good decision, because education is one of the most important factor which you can use to change your career. And also now I know that for this today's session, there are a lot of students and the individuals from the different areas of the island, and you may from Colombo, Kandy and Matara, and despite of your status profile, so you may be from after A-level students, and maybe the entrepreneur who is going to start the business, and maybe the professional with 10 or 15 years experience. So this is the best qualification which you can gain the basic knowledge in marketing. So the PCM is especially designed for the individuals, those who wish to obtain a basic knowledge in marketing. So today you have taken very good decision to earn professional qualification from the National Body of Marketing in Sri Lanka, the PCM, Professional Certificate in Marketing. So, you know that in the current business context, education is more important. You know that even now the experience is not only the factor which determines the next level of your career. So you should have some strong qualification too. With the right experience, then you can go up in the ladder. So once again, dear students, I am telling that you have taken good decision to select the right place to learn marketing from the National Body of Marketing in Sri Lanka. So moving on, as I told previously, this qualification is especially designed for the individuals, those who wish to obtain a basic knowledge in marketing, and after completing the PCM, Professional Certificate in Marketing, and then you can enroll for the postgraduate diploma in marketing management with the exemptions. And now this PCM qualification will open many opportunities to your life, and even our the lecturer Mrs. Ampak Vijay Singh also very correctly said. So this will act as a passport to many opportunities. So now this is something important, and you know that the duration for the program is 3 months. So today you have taken a decision to enroll with the Slim PCM, and in my next slides I will share the class schedule and other important details. So don't miss any of the single classes, and because all of these classes we have scheduled on Sundays, and you know that rather than providing the theoretical knowledge, our lecturers, they will provide the practical insights, how to overcome the current situations, and even now from the in the context the syllabus, we are providing some practical aspects. So I will give the more details in the next slides. So the first one is the registration, student registration. This is the important point, the first the point. So at the time of registrations, dear students, you need to submit the NIC copy, stamp size photographs, and the education certificate copy. So if you have already completed the A levels, then please submit the copy of your research sheet along with the stamp size photograph and also the NIC copy. So then you will be given a unique registration number. So here you can see in my slide in my screen. So this registration number includes 10 digits. This is more important. So you have to remember this registration number, and when you are corresponding with the institute, definitely you have to mention this registration number. For example, in the examination, or if you need to check your results, and when you are making a payments, definitely you have to go ahead with the registration number. So for the registered students, if you are not receiving the registration number, so please request it at the point of the registration. So here you can see the textbook recommended for the Professional Certificate in Marketing PCM qualification, and also the class card. Students, those who have successfully submitted the registration documents, and the students who have paid the registration fee, they can collect the class card. Okay, so when you are attending the physical class, it's mandatory to provide your class card, because we are making the attendance, and we are monitoring attendance as well, and we are issuing this textbook from 24th April onwards for the registered students, those who have submitted the documents and also who have paid the registration fee. So they can collect the class card and also the textbook. So the textbook we are issuing from the 24th of April at Slim Business School, and the textbook will be issued only on weekends. We will provide the more details in due course through the email as well. Moving on, here you can see, here students, we have given you two options, okay, online and on-site, and also the weekend and weekday classes. So here the first one is the weekday class. So today is the open day, today is the inauguration. So we are commencing the classes for the weekday batch from 26th April onwards. Weekday class will be held both on Tuesday and Thursday from 6 p.m. onwards. That's actually we are planning to conduct through the online. So if you are interested in online learning, then you can join with the weekday class both on Tuesday and Thursday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. only 2 hours. So from the 26th April. So if you are not in position to join on the weekdays, and if you are allowed to participate for the on-site class, then we have given another option, weekend class. So weekend class will be held only on Sunday, commencing from 25th, 24th April, 8:30 am onwards at Slim Business School. So I will repeat it again. We have two options. We have two class types. The first one is weekday class. So weekday class, we are starting the classes from 26th April onwards, both on Tuesday and Thursday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. through the online, through Microsoft Teams. And the second option is we are commencing the on-site class on Sunday from 24th April at Slim Business School, Colombo. So this is also important. The communications, we are supposed to do all the communications through the email and also the SMS, and time by time we are uploading important communication to our website also, www.slim.lk. And dear students, I would like to emphasize that please provide your correct details at the time of registration number. Most importantly, your email address and as well as your mobile number. So I prefer if you can provide your personal email address rather than providing the office email addresses. So because for the online classes we are providing access for the online learning through the email. So it's mandatory to check your emails on regular basis before the class commencement. So in that case, email communication is very important. So at the point of registrations, dear students, please provide your correct information to Slim. And if you are changing any kind of your contact details, kindly inform me to Slim at your earliest. Main contact point, so you all can visit Slim Business School. So the Slim Business School is located at number 50 Kitulata Road, Colombo 8. And if you need any kind of assistance, if you need to collect your textbook, and if you need to collect your class card, and any kind of assistance, you all can visit us. So we are here to support you all. And you can note down this mobile number, 070-323-4411. So this is the help desk for the PCM program. So if you need to get any kind of assistance, whether it may be academic or non-academic, so please contact this mobile number. And if you are from the Colombo area, so please visit us. Then we will provide you the assistance what you are required to continue your studies without any hassle. So this is the program outline, as very correctly said by our lecturer, Mrs. Sampath Vijay Singh. So here you can see the modules which include in the PCM syllabus. So you don't have to have a basic knowledge in marketing. We are providing A to Z knowledge in marketing here for the PCM program, starting from the module 1, nature and scope of marketing. Here you can see the module 2, the marketing environment, and marketing mix is the third module. So I'm not going to read out all these modules because all these informations we have included in our core text, the textbook in PCM program. Here what you can notice is here we are starting from the nature and scope of marketing, and we'll end on the digital marketing, the final module. And also we have included the promotional planning and the marketing planning and control, so which will provide you more practical aspects. And from the first part of the modules we are providing the theoretical knowledge, and the later part actually we are focusing to give more practical insights to our students. So attending the classes is very important. So we will share the class schedule with all registered students prior to the class commencement. So please reserve those dates in your calendars, and you have to be here for the you have to be here. You have to present for the classes at the given time, and we are monitoring your attendance. Even though we are conducting the classes online, we are monitoring your attendance, and attendance is very important. And for the on-site class, we are conducting the classes at business school from 8:30 a.m. onwards on Sunday from 24th April. And the online classes, we are conducting the online class through the Microsoft Teams. So we will share the more details about those things through the email as well. So assessment criteria, here you can see in the screen. For the PCM qualifications, there are two types of assessment. The first one is the assignment. So you need to submit the assignment, and also you have to face for the written examination as well. So here this is the weightage given for those two assessment. We have given the 60 for the written exam, and the rest of the percentage, the 40 will be given to the assignment. So you don't worry about these things, the assignment and the written exam. So our lecturers will provide you the more support, and in our class schedule we have scheduled a dedicated session for the assignment. In the assignment briefing session, lecturer will provide you the A to Z knowledge on how to make it successfully, and he will provide you the more guidelines and the direction. So then you have time to around 30 days to submit your assignment. I will share the deadline as well. And for the written examination as well, so we are conducting the mock examination sessions and the revision classes prior to the final examination. Here, this is the deadline for the assignment submissions, 25th and 26th June this year. So this is the deadline for the assignment submission. So we are not accepting the assignment after the given deadline under any circumstances. So it's very important to follow the deadlines, and we have included all these deadlines in our class schedule. So class schedule will be shared with all the registered students prior to the class commencement. Assignment guidelines, and as I told previously, so we have scheduled a dedicated session for the assignment briefing. So before the assignment briefing, so we will share all these informations, and most importantly these guidelines already included in the PCM textbook also. So our lecturer will give you the more support and the directions to make the assignment, and in the class schedule we have given a dedicated day to brief the assignment along with all these supportive documents. Past papers also available for students' reference. Our staff members will share all these informations before the final examinations time by time. So, and the most importantly, in the PCM textbook, we have included 2 past papers, so you all can try and you all can refer the past papers and as well. And when you attend in the classes, dear students, so please bring a 40 pages book, and don't write anything on the A4 papers, because you know that this is the 3 months journey. So you all have to record all these notes in one place. So it's better if you can come with the exercise book, 40 pages exercise book. So if you need to write down anything, then you can have the one book to record all these things from module 1 to module 12. So when you attending the first class, definitely you should have the class card, and also you have to submit the document, and as well as most importantly, you have to collect your PCM textbook also from the very first day. Please collect it. What are the items? I will repeat it again: class card, PCM textbook, and also when you attending the classes, definitely you have to come with the 40 pages exercise book. That's for if you need, you can record all these informations in the exercise book. And examination technique sessions. This is the extra sessions which I highlighted before the final examination in my previous slide. So dear students, please see the activities that we are doing for the PCM program. All these activities we are doing to support all our students. So before the final examination, we are conducting examination technique session. So through these sessions, you will be able to find out the more techniques and the examination tips, and how to manage your time. Likewise, we are giving more important factors. So these informations will really help you to face the examination with more confidence, and through these sessions, we are providing more knowledge and and more tips for the final examination. And here actually we are discussing the past papers. So this is a comprehensive session which you all will be able to get a more confidence for the final examination. So this will be held before the final examination. So participating for the examination technique session is mandatory for all the students. And according to the class schedule, your final examination will be held on 24th July this year, 24th July. So when is the class commencement date? Class commencement date is 24th April. So your final examination will be held on 24th July. So we will provide you the admission before the final examination. So the admission will be issued only for the students, those who have successfully submitted the assignment, and also the students who have paid the coaching fee in full. So those students, they can collect the admission for the final examination. So without admission, so you all can't face the final examination. So before the final exam, we will issue in the admissions as well for the students, those who have completed the course fee, and as well as the students who have submitted the assignment on the given deadline. And grade descriptions and the criteria. So here you can see, if you score more than 75, then you will be awarded the distinction, and between 60 74 merit, and between 40 59 ordinary pass, and below 40 is fail. So I don't believe that you know that in the PCM qualifications. So with the support we are providing the slim and as well as the lecturers, so we are doing the team coaching session for each module, and we have included already a dedicated session for the briefing, and we are conducting revision classes and the examination technique session before the final exam. So with all the support, definitely you can score at minimum on 40 and 59s, between the 40 and 59, I mean the ordinary pass. So if you really work hard from the very beginning, definitely you can go ahead with the distinction or the merit. And the certification ceremony is one of the most important academic events of Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. So the students, those who have successfully completed the PCM qualifications, then they can attend for the certification. So the qualifications will be awarded at the certification ceremony. So the certificates will be awarded at the annual certification ceremony. So usually this will be held on November on each year. So actually for the last year we couldn't make it due to the COVID-19. So we are supposed to hold it on tomorrow, the 4th April, but unfortunately due to the current curfew imposed in the country, so we have to postpone it. So for your intake also, you all can attend the certification ceremony. We will notify all the details regarding the certification ceremony in writing to all our qualified students. So dear students, these are the informations which I need to share with you today. And so this is the inauguration. So now I believe that you all should have a more knowledge regarding SLIM and also about the PCM qualifications and what's the next step. So after completing the PCM, definitely you can continue your education's qualification, and if you need to enroll for the next step, the postgraduate diploma in marketing management is the next qualification. It's actually the general marketing program. The duration is 1.5 years. So after completing the PhD, then you can enroll for the master's qualifications awarded by the SLIM. So under you know that SLIM is the national body for marketing in Sri Lanka. So today you have taken a very good decision to enroll with SLIM and to select a PCM as the entry qualification for the marketing. And now today we are conducting the inaugurations, and I believe that you all have now good knowledge about the PCM and as well as the SLIM. So please share these informations with your colleagues and friends and ask them to join with the SLIM. So we have more days to commence the classes, and we have more seats and registration will be closing soon. So please contact Mr. Madhushankar and Mr. Manjita for more details about the enrollment, and they all will provide the necessary details. And we are commencing the classes on 24th April as I communicated previously. So thank you very much. And finally, I take this opportunity to thank for the officials who have joined for today's inauguration. And I would like to thank Mr. Gayan Pereira, is the Vice President Events at Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. Thank you, Mr. Gayan, for attending today's sessions and provide your valuable insights for our newly joined PCM students. And also the guest speaker, Mr. Gowshik. Thank you very much for joining the sessions and accepting our invitations on behalf of the SLIM. I really appreciate it. And also the senior lecturer, Mr. Sampath Vijay. Thank you very much for attending the session, Mr. Sampath, even with the very short notice. So thank you. Thanks again for your valuable support as well. And I would like to thank Ms. Mihirini Fonseca, Deputy General Manager, Business Development, and the Madhushankar and the team for enrolling students for the PCM qualifications. And also would like to thank Mr. Isuru Suharshana, the Marketing Manager at SLIM, and his team, Rusiru and Vishwa, for organizing this lovely session, virtual session for all our students to provide the more details about the qualifications. And thank you, Fatima, to you also. So that's all from my end. And thank you very much, dear students, once again for joining the sessions today, and keeping trust towards SLIM and selecting SLIM courses for as the education qualification. So stay safe. Thank you very much and have a nice day.
Thank you, Pawan, for that detailed outline of the program. And as you saw, it's a program for 3 months. It's a very concise program. But like I mentioned in the beginning, if you are a beginner in marketing, this would be the ideal qualification for you. And SLIM is determined to give you the best qualification to assist you in your journey in marketing. So thank you very much for that detailed outline and for mentioning the contact points. And if you missed any part of this webinar, do feel free to watch it on YouTube when it is posted tomorrow. And you can contact SLIM through the website and other contact points that were mentioned by Pawan. So thank you very much to our guest speaker, Gowshik, and Gayan, Sampath, and Pawan from SLIM for joining us today. And we would have loved to have this physical, but definitely next time I'm sure that we will be able to meet you in person. So until then, stay safe. I'm Saliha, and thank you, SLIM, for having me as your moderator, and I wish you all a great week ahead.